So.
Alright, gotcha. Yo, it's Saleem, Swag, Jerry, and shit. I'm here with Hula Me and T. Shit, shout out, goddamn, something that sticks. Shout out my brothers. Shit, shout out West Savannah. Shout out the city. That's how we rockin'.
So we're gonna get into it as far as like, alright, so where you are you originally from Savannah, right?
From Savannah.
Which part?
I'm from West Savannah.
West Savannah. Bad. So then with you growing up and things of this nature, like how was the life like before the music, I wanna say?
Like shit, really, bro, I had a beautiful life, bro. I had a beautiful childhood, bro. Like man, like my folks was always straight. My folks was always straight when I was a kid. So like my whole family from the hood. We grew up in the hood and shit. But we moved in Brandonwood, like when my grandma got sick, cause me, my mama, and my brother was still staying in the hood. And then we moved to Brandonwood probably when I was like 7 and 8. To stay with my grandma, cause my grandma couldn't stay by herself. And then shit got down, like the nigga seen a lot, the nigga experienced a lot, the nigga lost a lot of people, shit like that. But it's like I still always seen the beauty in it. The nigga still always seen like the positivity in it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like I still cherish those memories from with my folks, my friends, old friends, childhood friends, cousins, brothers, sisters. So it's like I can't sit here and say I had a rough childhood or nothing like that. Like nah, my mama made sure we were straight. My grandma, my granddad, like our family always stuck with each other and always looked out for each other. So a nigga came from abundance. I can't sit here and say I came from nothing. I came from something.
Alright, I like that. So then, when did the music come into play then?
Originally, I was 13. I was 13, and the nigga I love beats. I love 808 Mafia. I love Brit Squad, OJ the Juice Man, Rocco, Gucci Man, Shawty Low. Like I used to look up to them, but like I used to fuck with Atlanta niggas heavy, and like I just love the sound of trap music. And I used to always watch videos, studio vlogs with OJ the Juice Man, Waka Flocka, Gucci Man, Brit Squad, Zaytoven, and I just love the sound, so I wanted to make beats. And niggas started. I downloaded Fruity Loops and I started making beats, but I didn't stick with it. I didn't have the patience for it. I was like 13. And then a nigga got in high school, my cousin Flip, long live Flip. Flip had started rapping. We was in 10th grade. Bro had recorded his first song. I remember we was in Spanish class and bro came and let me listen to it. And that shit, he was just so, like he was the youngest nigga on the song and he had the hardest verse, and that shit was just like inspiring, you know what I'm saying? Like it was inspiring like a motherfucker. So, and then it got down, like that shit inspired me, but I still didn't rap though. And I had the image, I could dress, I love dressing, like I always had that look. And people used to call me swag and shit. But I started rapping for real when I graduated high school that summer, and I was supposed to go to college, but I didn't want to go to college because I wanted some money and I wanted to make music. So I started to make beats again, but I felt like if I made beats it was going to take longer, so I wanted to rap. And when I started rapping, I realized I was straight. I was like, bro, I'm straight. Like my first song was straight. Like I had, like everything I did was straight. The very first song I posted on SoundCloud got almost 100,000 listens right now. And that's my very first song. So it's like, I look at it as like, bro, it's God. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga just started rapping, and I used to record with a nigga named Quay. Me and all my homeboys, like, I got introduced to Quay through a nigga named Mari and Vince and Lil Slab and Kenneth, Skrilla Krilla. And then shit, my homeboy Nate, shit, my homeboy Mason, like all of us just used to come together and freestyle and shit. We used to stay in the studio and fuck with Quay and Port Wentworth and just used to rap. And then the niggas just started falling in love with it. I started seeing a positive response outside of the city, like on some internet shit. Niggas from all across the world, niggas from other countries using my songs and they YouTube vlogs and shit. Niggas dancing to my shit. I don't even know these folks, you know what I'm saying? So that shit, it inspired a nigga. It really inspired a nigga, bro, and it made a nigga really want to do this shit for real.
Yeah, I like that. So even with you jumping into the music straight forth or whatnot, was you already, you know, having a plan after, you know, giving up on, I ain't gonna say giving up, but, you know, deviating from the beats and whatnot, and you actually getting on the music? Was you like already having your plan set out, how you want to do it, how you want to approach it, you know what I'm saying, getting the city behind you or whatever the case may be?
Shit, I always had a plan. I still am working it right now. Like, that was 4 years ago. I started rapping in 2016. It's 2020, right? And it's still the same. I still got the same goals. I got more goals, bigger dreams. but I still had the same goals and the same plan, and my whole plan is like unity, you know what I'm saying? Like I looked at it as like, bruh, when I moved to Atlanta in 2017, and when I moved to Atlanta, I sat there and I studied. I watched how them boys did that shit, from going to little network, little functions, where niggas in network, video photographers, goddamn producers, engineers, rappers, they'll come and have parties like kickbacks, and they'll be playing they shit, playing underground shit, and females used to be in the party though, so it was like a real party, but it was a networking party, and that shit made me see like, damn, like these boys, of course niggas gonna beef, of course there's gonna be smoke between certain niggas and shit, but these niggas coming together and working together. So when I came back here, my whole plan was they was just like, when I went to Atlanta to initially just rap, and I seen what I needed to see, I met the people that I needed to meet, but I knew if I would have stayed in Atlanta, it wouldn't be organic, it wouldn't be the same, it wouldn't feel the same, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So came back here and implemented what I learned, and me and my partner Nate, we started this movement called Something That Sticks, and like it's basically like from like people who passionate. Something that sticks means that you pick something and you stick to it. It was originally named Natural Born Leaders, but we couldn't use that name, so Something That Sticks is like, we gonna stick, you know what I'm saying? We gonna make our mark. You gonna remember us regardless of what we do, who we do it for. We doing it for the city, the community, the people. You know what I'm saying? I do this shit for the bums, the J's, the niggas who ain't got no hope, the niggas who people judge, look down on. You know what I'm saying? We all human. It's nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? We all just trying to survive, and I'm for the people. So
I like that. So right now too, like I want to talk about your latest project anyway that you got out. Pretty Swag, right? So like, even with making that that project and so forth, what was the process of doing that, and what made you want to put that out around this time?
The process of Tempur Swag was like me sleeping. I'm a sleepy baby. Like my mom conceived me with my dad. My dad was asleep. And like shit, goddamn, like I always just been a sleepy child. Like nigga always go to sleep. Like even though I be up, I'm always asleep. So like Tempur was like I took a long break without dropping music from 2017 to like really this year, in all honesty. So like I was away from it, and that's what I really loved, and this shit really was fucking with me, that I couldn't record. I ain't had the funds to record, I ain't had the resources, I was fucked up. So that shit really got down just Tempur. Like I'm asleep, but I'm awakening now, you know what I'm saying? I'm waking up from my nap, I'm back to life. And that's where Tempur, the concept of Tempur Swag come from. Like shit, people sleeping on me. Like everybody, I feel that people around me know what's in me, and for a while I didn't know what was in me. So now a nigga know what's in me. So it's like I'm not sleeping on myself. I was sleeping on myself heavy. Now I'm not sleeping on myself. Now I'm here with this shit. Now it's
So I want to ask you, even with like that project itself and the sound, like was it hard for you to get your own sound? Because it's already seemed like you got your own sound, like you established it at the moment. So was it hard even getting that? Was it easy, organic, like coming with your own sound?
No, because like I still haven't found my sound yet fully, but like I knew what I wanted to do. I still know what I wanted to do, and it's all about having in-house things, because everybody sounds the same, man. Like I have my influences, like Playboy Cardi, Famous Days, Jose Guapo, like niggas like that, like Uno the Actor is like, them boys influenced me because I seen like where they was at, like on some SoundCloud shit. So like I was influenced at first by those rappers, and of course when you listen to the music, that shit subconsciously, that shit it's gonna rub on you. But what I noticed is when I first started rapping and just writing my own songs, I rap different. Like I rap like myself, I sounded different. Even if I use those type of beats, my sound, my flow is just different. I have my own individuality with it. So now it's like the sound that I was going for, I felt 4 years ago, 3 years ago, it was too before its time. And I feel like now it's time for that sound, because people want different shit. Like music is constantly evolving, rap is constantly evolving. So now it's like taking it back, but it's really just like the present. Like it's the perfect time for this shit. It's the perfect time for it. So
you feel like that you have to like put your truth in the music for them to relate more so, or actually like, you know, vibe out to it more because it's authentic instead of just, you know, based on a vibe or a feeling or how you feeling, whatnot?
I feel like at first it was the vibe and the feeling when I first started rapping, and that shit cool. It's a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But now in the times we in, we need real music that resonate, like you say, music that relate, music that people can feel. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't just gotta be all street shit. It could be real deal, humane shit, emotions, feelings, shit people don't talk about, thoughts people don't talk about, the side people don't show to each other. It's just real shit, organic shit. I could say some shit and a street nigga be like, damn shit, I done had that type of feeling before. It ain't got nothing to do with the streets. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. It's just some real humane shit.
Dang. So can you say that's the reason why you feel people gravitate to your music so far?
Now, yeah, facts, yeah. I believe that's why like people, like it's like people looking at it's like, damn, like shit. I know this, like when they hear it, like this Saleem, like this, like I can see this nigga feeling like this. I could, like, yeah.
I feel that. So right now, do you see yourself like more so experimenting with newer sounds and even switching it up, or just you feel like your sound is right now is where it's need to, like, I ain't gonna say where it need to be because you said you still ain't found your sound yet, really. But do you feel like you're on the path to finding it at the moment, or you just know?
Shit, the pieces falling in place. I'm falling in place with what I want to do. It's really just about, I'm really waiting on like an in-house thing. So having like my own producers, own engineers, like that's how I feel like that's gonna be the organic way on how I can really find my own sound. And it won't sound like no industry shit, it won't sound like no underground shit, it won't sound like no Atlanta shit, no Louisiana shit, no Jacksonville shit. It's gonna sound like some shit, some Saleem shit, you know what I'm saying? This nigga from Savannah, it ain't gonna sound like no regular Savannah shit, no poke shit, like nah, it's some new shit, like this swag, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing but swag right here, like, it's that talk, speak that talk.
So right now, anyway, like, where are you drawing your inspiration from, like, each and every day, like, with the music?
My life. I'm inspired by my life. I'm inspired by what I went through. I'm inspired by what I seen. I'm inspired by other people's lives. I'm inspired by my brothers, my sisters, my mama, my grandma, my granddad, like my auntie, my uncle. I'm inspired by my folks for real. So that shit always inspires me. And like shit, this me right here. Like it's real. Like my heart is be the wisest. I see through the obvious, even if they got disguises. Like that's me. Like this what I see, this what I go through, this what I experience, this what I done seen. It's like life a journey. So my music is just my journal. I'm journaling about my journey, what I'm seeing, and hopefully this shit can spread, it can help others on their journey, on their path, and what they going through. So
yeah. Alright, with you being so passionate about your music and things like that, do you feel like, do you think about how people will receive your music, if they actually like receive the message, or you know what you're putting out there actually, instead of just vibing to like the sound of it?
You just said that first part again.
Like, do you feel like people will actually receive your music how you want them to, as far as like if you have a message in there, or you know, do you think they'll actually get it instead of just like, oh, I like how it sound though, cool, bump it up, like stuff like just off the beat itself, or?
I think both. I think now is more the first of what you said at first. Is now is more of a like people like perceiving the message, because like now I've been quiet, I've been MIA, so it's like now people, it's like, damn, who is this nigga? Like shit, I want to hear what he talking about, like what he got going on. So now it's more so like the sound just gonna catch you, it's gonna bait you in, but the message gonna get you.
Yeah, okay. And even speaking on, what's your favorite track so far right now anyway, or that they responding to on that?
Really, my favorite track on Temper P the Swag is Swag. Cause that, I feel like that's me all the way. That was the day I recorded in Atlanta. I recorded that shit 2 years ago, bro, 2018. And that day, I wrote that song without listening to the beat. I wrote that song like I was writing a poem and I was flowing. And when I heard the beat, I went to the Yo that late on that night and recorded that shit. And it's like when I was recording it, when I was rapping it, the whole moment in the Yo, it felt like, bro, like this it. Like this who I am to the T, like this me, this some organic shit. So swag, people like swag. People fuck with Back to Life. People fuck with 1, 2, 3, 4 freestyle. People fuck with Honda Accord. Yeah. Like I recorded Honda Accord in 2017. It's an old song I just put on the tape because it's my first project. But yeah, that's my favorite. My favorite song is Swag. My favorite song is Swag. Another song a lot of people fuck with, like outside of the city, like just when I look at the most listens on my tape and shit, is Something to Prove, and that shit really kind of surprised me. Like a lot of different people like out of the state and shit like that really like that song, and I fuck with it.
So alright, so moving forward though, do you have plans of, you know what I'm saying, trying to build your own empire? You looking to sign or?
Songs walking. You hear this, man? We want you.
Yeah.
Come for you.
Yeah. Real spill. I really wanna like, I wanna be independent, but I wanna network. I wanna parlay with folks. I wanna parlay with like, I wanna be free and independent, but at the same time I wanna parlay with niggas like Sauce Walker, like shit, like I wanna do some different shit, something that I can buy, like I feel that resonate with me, like on a just thing, some cool shit, some shit that I can, that you know, like this me. So like yeah, and still build my own empire, but it's not even with my empire. I may run it and I may control it, not even control it. I may be the leader or the face of it, but it's an empire, it's a team. Like it's bigger than me. Like my empire is bigger than me. It's about everybody. But yeah, nigga, I sign, but I know my worth and I know my value. So it's all about if it's just right, if it's right.